We're going to go through our zone 1 activation points. The zone 1 again is your diaphragm, your psoas and your glutes. So the points are going to be down the center of the chest and across the edge of the rib for the diaphragm. For the psoas and the glutes, we're going to go either side of the belly button and then up the back of the head and the edge of the jaw. I'm going to do it standing in the video. Ideally you would have a yoga mat, so do yours lying down. Every time you take your breaths, okay, I'm going to take one. Every time I take one breath, you're going to take 3. So to keep the video nice and short, I'm just going to take one deep breath every time. So to start off, we're going to take our 3 deep breaths. So if you have either one hand just underneath the belly button on the tummy, or you're going to have both hands either side, whichever you find more comfortable. You're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, and then full exhale. So remember, the focus is trying to keep the chest nice and still, everything into the belly. So breathing deep down underneath that belly button. Once you have your 3 deep breaths taken, you're going to find the points for the diaphragm in the center of the chest. So to do that, you're going to come up and find the collarbones. Then you're going to come into the middle. Okay, you're going to use both hands. We'll put a little bit of pressure on the tissue, and then you're going to create a little bit of friction, moving up and down like so. Okay, so pushing in, up and down. It's a little bit tender for me here this morning, so you can push as hard or as soft as you like. Okay, and then you're going to stay away from the little middle bit here. Okay, come off to the edge of your rib, and we'll do one side of the ribs at a time. So I'm moving through these points fairly quick. Again, you can spend as much or as little time as you like on these. Okay, so depending on how much time you have today or how much time you have before your sessions, spend as little or as much time. Down the opposite side, making sure we don't skip any bits. Okay, and then to make sure we didn't miss anything, we'll do both sides together. Over and back. Good. All the way up the center. And then finishing up through the chest once more. Excellent. You're going to take your 3 deep breaths again. So hands on the hips, deep breath in through the nose. Full exhale. So you take your 3 deep breaths now forward. There are your points for your diaphragm. From there, you're going to do the psoas points. So you're going to find those using your baby finger, placing it on the top of your hip bone. Index finger is going to come into the belly button like so, and then we're going to find roughly the midpoint of those 2 spots. So either side of the belly button, you're going to push in, dig in on one side. You might need to adjust the position of your hand a little bit to find that spot. So my left side here, I no problem finding it. It's a little bit tender this morning. So clockwise, anti-clockwise, give both together, and then relax. And then you're going to take your 3 deep breaths once more. So hands on the tummy, deep breath in through the nose. Full exhale. Excellent. After you got those points done and your 3 breaths, you're going to come up to the base of the skull. Okay, so we're going to draw a line all along the edge of the bottom of your skull. So we'll start off with one side. You can hold the head on one side, and then using the opposite hand, push up and in against the base of the skull. Again, you're going side to side, over and back. Same on the opposite side. So if you're doing this lying down on the mat, keep your head on the mat, and that's going to keep those neck muscles relaxed, and you'll be able to get a little bit more movement on the tissue. Excellent. 3 deep breaths once more once you got both sides done. So again, hand on the tummy, deep breath in through the nose. Full exhale. So focusing on keeping the chest nice and still, just into the belly. The last 2 points then are going to be here in the edge of the jaw. So if we find edge of the jaw on this side, edge of the jaw here, and then you're going to come up into the space just below your ear. So these points might be a little bit sensitive. You should have no problem finding them. So my right side's a little bit tender today. Push in, and you can hold it for a couple of seconds, or you can just move around like so. And then just a couple of seconds on each point. Move the jaw side to side a little bit.